guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will discuss about circulating and local hormones. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So if we divide hormones into two categories, circulating and local, majority of them will come under circulatory category or circulating hormones. And all of these circulating hormones are called endocrines. These hormones are released by secretory cells. So these hormones are basically released by secretory cells, and these are the secretory cells. These are also called endocrine cells. And these hormones are released by the secretory cells into the interstitial fluid here. For the sake of your information, please note that interstitial fluid is found in the spaces around the cells. From the interstitial fluid, these hormones then get diffused into the blood capillary, right? So these hormones are getting diffused into the blood capillary. Then they exert their effect on target cells. And these target cells are located away from the secretory cells. So they are distally located from the secretory cells. Example: TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, growth hormone, GH, etc. Actually, majority of hormones come under endocrine category. Local hormones. So local hormones basically do not enter bloodstream. They act locally on neighboring cells or on the same cell that secreted them. So local hormones that act on neighboring cells are called paracrine. Local hormones that act on the same cell that secreted them are called autocrine. One example of paracrine is the gas nitric oxide, which is released by endothelial cells lining blood vessels, which in turn causes vasodilation. And what is vasodilation? That is the increase in blood vessel diameter. So basically, NO or nitric oxide causes relaxation of nearby smooth muscle fibers in blood vessels. So their target cell are smooth muscle fibers in the blood vessels. They are near the secretory cells, and they then cause vasodilation. And the effects of such vasodilation lower the blood pressure. So this is the paracrine cell, and these hormones are getting released from these cells, and they will bind the receptor in the nearby target cell and will exert its effect. Autocrine signaling is a major mechanism of cancer cell proliferation. For example, progesterone. Progesterone acts in an autocrine manner in breast cancer. It acts as an autocrine by stimulating the same cell that released it to proliferate. So this is the cell, that is the secretory cell, and that is also the target cell. So from this secretory cell, autocrine hormones are getting released, and then they bind to the receptor of that cell itself, and then they will exert their effect.